Okay, let's talk about the apocalyptic scenes coming out of British Columbia right now. Imagine waking up to a sky glowing red, ash falling like snow, and your phone blowing up with evacuation orders. This isn't a sci-fi movie, it's 2026, and wildfires are rewriting the rules of disaster preparedness. But here's what's really fascinating, these fires aren't just a local crisis. They're a symptom of a planet in transformation, and the way we're responding, or failing to, reveals uncomfortable truths about climate denial, political gamesmanship, and human resilience. Let's break this down. First, the raw facts. Summerland, a town of 12,000 people, is now a war zone of flames. Power's out, water's contaminated, and the Bald Range wildfire isn't just burning, it's racing. Officials are using words like extremely quickly to describe its spread, which should terrify anyone paying attention. But here's the twist, this isn't some unprecedented anomaly. Scientists have been screaming about this for decades. Climate change isn't causing wildfires, it's weaponizing them. Hotter temperatures, prolonged droughts, and drier vegetation aren't abstract concepts anymore. They're the ingredients for infernos that laugh at our firefighting budgets. Wait, did you catch that part about Trump threatening tariffs on Canada because of wildfire smoke drifting into the US? That's not just petty politics, it's a window into how climate disasters are reshaping geopolitics. Let me unpack this. Sitting world leader is essentially saying, your burning forests are my problem, so I'll punish your economy. But here's the irony, Canada's sending smoke south because the US itself is a tinderbox. Washington state's burning too. We're all connected in this chaos. What Trump's missing, and what terrifies me, is that smoke doesn't care about tariffs or borders. This is the ultimate accountability crisis. Countries can't isolate themselves from consequences anymore. Now, let's zoom out. The images from BC should shatter two myths. Myth 1, this is just a summer thing. No. Canada's wildfire season used to peak in July, now it's a year-round threat. Myth 2, technology will save us. Look, I respect the 1,500 firefighters risking their lives, but when Mexico and Australia are sending crews to Canada, we are emitting something quietly. No single nation can outspend or out-engineer these disasters. This isn't about bravery, it's about systemic failure to address root causes. Here's where it gets deeply personal. That Canadian MP talking about her heavy heart while praising first responders. Classic crisis rhetoric. We hear it after every hurricane, flood, or earthquake. But what if this performative empathy is part of the problem? Politicians profit from sounding compassionate while delaying real action. The Bald Range fire isn't just burning forests, it's incinerating the illusion that incremental changes work. We need radical shifts in land management, carbon policy, and urban planning, but leaders keep handing us band-aids for arterial bleeds. One detail that haunts me, the evacuation orders hit Pitchland's watershed and Brander Mines area. These aren't random spots, they are geographic landmarks that shape the region's identity. When fires target watersheds, we are not just losing homes, we are erasing ecosystems and cultural history. And let's address the elephant in the room, poorer communities always suffer first. Who gets displaced fastest? Who lacks resources to rebuild? The pattern's as predictable as the flames themselves. So where does this leave us? With a terrifying realization, BC's fires are a dress rehearsal. Spain's battling heatwaves that make wildfires inevitable. Washington's losing neighborhoods. This isn't a new normal, it's a countdown. The real story isn't about flames, it's about reckoning. How do you adapt when your government's crisis playbook is obsolete? How do we assign blame when the smoke-choking New York is as much a product of corporate lobbying as it is of dry pine needles? I don't have answers, but I'll leave you with this: the next time you hear about a wildfire, don't just pity the victims. Ask yourself what we're collectively refusing to fix. Because trust me, the fire's coming for all of us eventually.